Hey everyone, welcome to E-Ride channel. My name is Oleg, and today I'll do unboxing and assembly one of the cheapest electric bicycle from Amazon. Yes, it's one of the cheapest fat tire full-size electric bicycle from Amazon, which is only cost under $500 plus some shipping. So let's unbox it and see how the bicycle packed, how easy to assemble. We're gonna go for a ride, test it out to see if it's worth to spend less money and get this bicycle. So let's open up. And here's how it looks from the top. And here's how the bike will look from the side. Everything packed very well so far. Let's see what's inside of this box. So inside you're gonna find a bag of tools. So there's different tools inside, actually full-size tools. Axle screw, so it comes with quick release for the front wheel. Also large pedals, aluminum. 2-amp charger, the reflector light, also the user manual, some bolts, and few zip tie. Here's how the bike will look once you remove all the packaging. It took me about 10 minutes to remove all the packaging because it was very well packed. The first step, you need to loosen up these 2 bolts from the side and turn to the front. Then you can tighten them. Next step, to remove these 4 bolts. The following step will be to attach the handlebar. You just bring it up and reattach it with the same bracket you just removed and the same 4 bolts. Okay. And don't tighten up very well because you would need to adjust it later on. So you just retighten and readjust once it's assembled. The next step, removing this fork protector. You don't need it anymore. Get the wheel ready. Bring the handlebar up like this, fork up, and insert the wheel. Simply insert the disc between the pads and drop it down on the axle. Get your axle screw, separate these 2 locking washer like this, remove it. Okay, and insert it. Make sure when you insert, the locking washer will go inside the hole right there, because the locking washer will have small piece like this on the side. It will go to the fork. The fork is a steel fork. That's how it's installed. And then on another side, you would insert the locking washer, the same inside the hole. And then you would use the spring first and the nut it came with, and tighten them up. So you would tighten up the nut from another side. Once it's tight, you just push on the latch like this, closes. How do you know it's tight enough? You will have a mark on your hand. Also, this latch, you need to go look back, not to the front, okay? It's for safety feature. I saw some comments on Amazon, people getting bike and the handlebar would move. They tighten up this bolt on the top. It would still move, of course, because you need to tighten up not only the top one, but you need to tighten up from both sides, okay? 5mm torque. And if you're planning to assemble your bike by yourself, I recommend to get one of the torque wrench. It comes in this box with tools, with different bits. With that, it will help you adjust the torque on each bolt or nuts. It helps a lot because it's a for safety feature, like professional. The next step can be as attaching the fenders to the front and headlight. So you would remove this bolt and basically insert the small part inside, actually the large one inside like this, okay, and you would attach headlight right over here. But I prefer to have no fenders at all because they're kind of flipsy, so they're not really great fenders, I think. Not really cover anyways for me. and wouldn't get rain. And this one you're going to attach on the back. So I will not attach the fenders, but if you want to, go ahead and attach them. But I did attach the headlight just right here with one bolt. Very simple, and it's pretty nice headlight with 4 LED lights right here and reflector lights. Then you would attach the pedals. On the side you're going to find the letter R and left. So basically right going to the right side. And over here is a arrow direction where you need to tighten these pedals. Okay. Then you use a wrench tool which came in a kit to tighten this up. And you do exactly the same thing on another side. And the last you would attach the seat, just insert it and tighten up from both sides and close this latch. Okay. And here's how the ZDZA will look once you assemble this ZA01 model that comes in lighter color as well. You may want to check link in description. So this bike was very simple to assemble. I did not attach the fenders because few reasons. First, I don't really need them. Second, they add a little bit weight more for me, which I don't need it. Also, I didn't like how they look on the front. It was a little bit not really as good looking, but again, if you need one, you can easily install them. It only takes one bolt on the back and one bolt on the front to install them, so it should be very simple. Again, this kind of fat tire mountain bicycle, which can be used as in many different conditions, riding on the street, on the sand, on the off-road, grass, or whatever condition you want, because the fat tires bicycles usually can handle basically anything. But we're going to test it out today for the speed as well, for the heel, to see if this bike can handle the heels as well on throttle only. So first I will show you how I will look. So the seat can go as low as 34 inches from the ground and as high as like 42 inches from the ground. Handlebar is about 41.5 from the ground, and the wideness of the handlebar is 26.5 inches. So let me sit on the bike so you can see better how I'm 5'11", so you will see approximately how I will look. So it can fit somebody who's tall or even shorter person. I think my seat is a little bit too high for me. I prefer to have it much lower usually. I know like electric bicycle a little bit different seat usually you put. On the regular bicycle I would put it higher, on electric bicycle I would put it low. And that's my sitting position, which is pretty comfortable actually. Pretty good position riding. But we're gonna go for a ride and I'll tell you more. So it is looking very nice bike, a good design, and it comes with a carbon steel frame. So this bike weighs around 67 pounds, and based on my weighting, and the battery is about 9 pounds. So you can easily remove the battery, so the bike will be much easier to lift it. But it's pretty solid bike, as you can see. Nothing really shaking. If you have a fenders, those probably would shake, I don't know, but so far it's very solid bike, I would say. So let's get closer and see what it comes with. So it comes with a very fat tires, which is 26x4, and they're by Cheyang. You can ride anywhere basically, because you can see it's a kind of off-road tires. They come with nice traction over here, and this by Cheyang brand, which used by many brands actually. So it's a good known brand, and it can handle up to 20 psi pressure. If you're riding on the sand, they usually recommend 6 psi. If you're riding off-road, it's between 10 to 15, and if you're riding on the street, I usually put to the maximum 20. So I have about 19 psi right now in both of the tires, and we're gonna go for a ride later to test it out, how good, how fast I can go on this bike. ZDZA comes with a pretty large battery for this price range. It's a 48 volt, 14.5 amp battery, so it's a pretty large battery for this price range. Also it has a switch on and off over here, charging port right here. Come with 2 keys. You can easily remove the battery, just pull it up. Make sure when you put it back, after you lock in, make sure to pull it up to make sure the battery is staying good. Also, you can check on the battery over here the status to see how much percentage of the battery is full or not. It also comes with a pretty large motor. They claim to have it 48 volt. That's what I see. 26-inch wheel, and it does not really list how much power it has. Based on the website, it says 1500 peak power, and that's a lot of power. We're gonna test it out to see actually if it can climb the hill. That's why we know if it's have a lot of power as well. It comes with a Shimano derailleur, Shimano cassette, and also guard for derailleur, which is good, very solid, so you don't have to worry if you drop the bike, so derailleur will not get broken. It comes with pretty decent size of the front chainring, which is looks like 48 teeth. I don't know how many exactly. It looks like aluminum, and it's double guarded, so the chain will not fall. Frame is a steel frame, which is very strong, supposed to be, and this bike should handle up to 330 pounds person. So again, it's a pretty light bicycle for flat tire bicycles, but at the same time it should be very strong. It also comes with mechanical disc brakes, which is 160 millimeter, and looks like they're unbranded, so but it should be very easy to adjust and replace the pads on those type of brakes. And let me show you how the fork works. So it does have very nice movement, made out of steel, and it has about 60 or even maybe 100 travel millimeters. So it looks like 100 millimeter travel, also with locking over here mechanism, and on this side it's a preload adjustment. So this adjustment will make this fork more smoother or firmer. And it comes with a headlight, which is pretty bright for this affordable bicycle, and it comes with a horn, pretty loud as well. It also looks like you can attach the front rack or basket over here. There's options to attach. The bike does not come with a tail light, but they did include a rear reflector light, which you can install on the seat pole over here. And I didn't install it, maybe I'll do it later on. But again, if you're planning to ride at night, you can get additional is a helmet, which has a rear light, also turn signals, and I will have this link in description for the smart helmet. Or you can get just a night light. It's not expensive at all, which you can attach to seat pole, and the extra headlight on the handlebar. That will help you to ride at night. It also comes with nice grips, which I can see on many other bicycles for more expensive. It's a kind of rubber with some rest. Over here, one button on and off headlight. This one is horn. The big plus and minus to switch the pedal assist. And also on the side, you're gonna find another button, which also says headlight, but make sure you don't push it, because if you push this one headlight, this one will not work, and basically none of them will work. So make sure this one is not pushed. Also, the turn on the bike, you need to push the button underneath over here and hold it for a few seconds, so the bike will go on. And also you can go inside the settings by pushing plus and minus. Inside the settings, you can only change the meter, basically kilometers to miles or miles to kilometers, and you can also change the brightness of the display. Nothing else you can change. Also, if you want to, on the display, I'm on the bright sun, so it might be not hard to see, you will get trip, odometer, maximum, average, and current. By pushing this button, it will just change on display all the information. So it is pretty nice display. The top speed can be reached, they say, up to 28 miles an hour with no load. Let's see how fast I can go. So it's about almost 28, but we're gonna test it out with GPS to see how accurate as well. It comes with 7 Shimano shifter speed, so it has 7 gears on this bike as well. So it's just as a regular mountain bicycle, I would say, or commuter. Very nice seat, which a little bit hard, but again, some people love it, some people will hate it. It's all preference, but it's not the softest and it's not the hardest seat, I would say, but it is wide, so it's good seat. But some people can easily replace if you're looking for much softer seat, and I think it's a really great deal. What do you guys think? Okay, let's go for a ride. All right, so let's go and see how this bike perform as a speed wise, as a hill, and just riding experience. So you know by the end of this video if this bike is good for you or not, and if it's worth to buy it, because the price is amazing. Let's go here. So I'm gonna park over here. Looks like throttle is depend on the pedal assist level, so I'm gonna go to the pedal assist level 5. Display color very good quality. I wear polarized glasses and I can see everything on display, so it's good. I'm gonna put actually the current. I want to see how much current it will produce, and based on the current we can kind of calculate how much peak power. So by the end of this video we're gonna have about the numbers, how much current it produces. Maybe not that accurate, but we'll try. So let's go. Okay, and I'm gonna go based on GPS, the speed. So on GPS it says 13 now, 16. It's very smooth acceleration. 19, 22, and have to slow down. We're gonna retest it probably. So we're gonna retest it and I'm gonna try turn around and try actually pedal assist. So we're gonna retest the throttle only, but for now I'm gonna test it while its road is empty to use the pedal assist. So I switched to gear number 7, and let me make sure it's 7. Yes, it's 7. So out of the box shifting works good, and go and see how fast I can pedal before I get ghost pedaling. So it's about 10 miles an hour, 16, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, and brake. Oh god, the brakes are not really braking. And now we're gonna test it out again, the throttle. So the brakes basically very smooth, but it was like double distance versus to hydraulic brakes. So the brakes, of course, in budget category, 180 millimeter disc would be better, easy to replace. You can get hydraulic brakes on this bike and still save a lot of money. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. Easy to replace. So let's go and test it the throttle only. So it's 18, and looks like display pretty much accurate. So got 23, and I saw like 18 amp, so 24, 25. So it was 25. It's actually not bad for this budget bike. They claim to have 28, and we actually did it as with pedal assist, but because I weigh 215 pounds, I'm pretty heavy for this bike, most likely. That's one of the reasons. Probably we couldn't get it on the throttle only. And now we're gonna test it out for speed on the longer road to see how fast on throttle only I can reach. This bike does come with a horn, which is loud, as I said earlier, and it's pretty loud, like a car horn. So get about 20 now, and let's see if I can make it more than 25 miles an hour. So far 25, 26. Oh, nice. So going 27 now. So let's see if I can hit 28. On display show me 28. And now it's 28. So I'm gonna test it again, because I don't know what's going on over there, but always the numbers jump in that area. Something magical. So I'm gonna try here now. So it's 23. And I believe this bike comes with cruise control. You have to activate it. I will test it out later. So I'm going 27, very solid. Actually pretty good, 27. You can see it on GPS, 27. But oh, now it's 28. So actually I did hit 28. Okay, so the company gave you right information. So no, pretty good, 28. If you lighter, maybe get even faster, but 28 very solid. And here's how you use this cruise control. Basically you have to push on minus and use the throttle. Okay, but you have to do it while you're riding, otherwise you will activate the walk mode. So when you press minus, it will activate the walk mode, but we need cruise control. So we're gonna do like this. We're gonna tap the minus and throttle, and now I see there's a logo over here of cruise control activated, and now I'm in cruise mode. I don't even hold it, and it will accelerate up to the top speed now. Basically up to the top speed on pedal assist level you selected. So I'm gonna test now the pedal assist level 1 to see how fast it will go. So far it's about 6 miles an hour on the pedal 1, which is very good. So you can easily pedal at pedal assist level 1, and 2 will pick up about 9 miles an hour, which is too good. And let's see how fast the level 3 will go. So level 3 will go about 13 miles, 14 miles, 15 miles, or 16. So about 16 miles an hour. And level 4, let's see how fast level 4 will go. So level 4 pedal assist can go to about 21 so far. Yeah, 21 miles level 4, and then level 5 will take you up to 28. I think it's very good set, and if you decide to change, you cannot really make any changes. That's why they told me it's basically locked in. You cannot make change in speed, anything like that. What I like about this bike that it's a very good pedaling car. Basically you have good sitting position, good leg pedaling, so you can pedal the bike easily for longer distance. The seat, I would say it's some kind of between. It's not the worst seat, but it's not the best seat. So some people gonna just use as this one, because for me it's just fine. Also it's not the hardest and it's not the softest, so you can easily replace the seat if you decide to. And again, the fork works good actually on this bike as well. I noticed most of the budget bicycle would have with a fork with no adjustment at all. This one not only comes with some adjustment you can do, but also it works good. It has a very good travel, so it's about, looks like 90 to 100 millimeter travel, which is very good for this price range. Okay, so we're close to the hill now. We're gonna test it out and see. I don't think this bike has over 1000 peak power. Would claim to be 1500, which is probably not right. So now we're gonna test it out in uphill test to see. Let's go. I use the throttle only, pedal assist level 5, and hopefully we'll make it uphill. I don't expect it will, because I think this bike have maximum of 1000 peak power, even less most likely, because I can see it's only produced up to 18 current, and actually I was right. It's just didn't make it. It didn't make like 25%. So this motor is not powerful enough. Maybe because of the controller, most likely. The controller is located under the battery. Usually those controllers are smaller. So what I'm going to do now, try to pedal and see. Maybe it will produce a little bit more. Sometimes it does. Otherwise, it's probably maximum of 20 or maybe 18 amp controller, which is not as large. That's why it cannot really climb on throttle only. But this is a bicycle, it's not a motorcycle. So again, I'm just testing out the maximum with my weight on. If you're lighter, you might be able to make it to the steep hill, but if you are weight 215 pounds, most likely you will not be able. So now I'm gonna stop here and change the gears, and let's go. So gear 3, and then I will change probably to 2 if it's gonna be hard to pedal. But so far it's going like 40 miles an hour. I see about 17.5 amp. Yeah, so it's not a lot. So it's only 9 miles an hour, so I have to switch to gear number 2. So looks like I need to adjust derailleur. The gear shifting, it still needs some adjustment, looks like. And I'm gonna go to 1 now, so it will be much easier for me to pedal, but I can feel the, oh yeah, it does need some adjustment on derailleur. That's why you need to take to the bike shop or do it by yourself. And this bike is crying. It cannot really climb the hill unless you push with your feet. So, and I can hear the derailleur is not adjusted. You could hear probably too. I'm gonna still made it, but I use my legs to push harder. So it made it like 5 miles an hour. So I'm gonna turn around, and to show you, it's a pretty steep hill. Not all the 750 watt motor make to this hill, so it's not a surprise for me. But let's go and talk about this bike. ZDZA ZA01 model. We just tested out for uphill, for speed. So in my opinion, it's very good price, very well made bicycle, I would say, in budget category. Actually below than budget category, because it's only $499 right now. Plus there is discount. Check link in description if you like this bike. Amazing price for the bike as a beginners, or maybe even a second bike if you want like larger tires. So the fork actually very well made on this bike, a very good fork, I would say, and the speed is very good as well. So I got 28 miles an hour on throttle only, and 28 miles an hour with pedal assist. It did not go to uphill on throttle only because there's not much power, and one of the reasons, the controller over here looks like it's small. I don't know how large it is, but I would assume under 20 amp, maybe 18, maybe even 15, probably 18, because the maximum amp I saw on the display was like 18. So to see exactly, I would need to open and check it out. And the motor, it might be 750 watt motor, but due to the like small controller, it does not produce as much power just to go uphill like that. and I saw this on many expensive bicycles as well. 750 watt motor, but produce less power due to the controller. That's good part. It didn't turn off on me, didn't break down on me. That's a good. So the bicycle very well made, durable, nice frame design. I like the color. And again, if you are new to e-bike world, this is great first time bicycle, I would say. Get someone as a gift or just for yourself. It can fit someone who is 5'4" and higher, most likely. I would say 5 and 5 and up to 6 and 5. That's what I say on the website. I'm 5'11", fit me perfectly. And if you're looking for affordable nice bike, would be great. The brakes need some attention if you're planning to ride higher speed. If you're not planning to ride higher speed, like going to the beach or riding on the trails, not fast, those brakes are fine, easy to fix, easy to adjust as well. Derailleur need adjustment. Looks like I did not adjust anything, so it does need some adjustment. So if you're buying this bicycle, I notice many people have issue only when they do assemble by themselves. And to reduce the problems, I recommend to take it to the shop or hire someone who can assemble for you professionally. That way you have zero problems. Because this bike have zero problems for me. Only need to do some adjustment, which I didn't do actually. I thought I will be okay. And again, if you like this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to buy one of these bicycles, check link in description. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.